Hi everyone, welcome to Diamond Dog Training. We offer you positive, effective training tips to help you train your dog. I'm so excited today. I'm going to go see Judy and her two dogs, Annabelle and Maisie. They're both English setters and they're both deaf. And today, Judy is going to teach me how to work with a deaf dog. These are not Judy's first dogs that are deaf. She had Mickey for 12 years, and now Annabelle is 4 years old, and she has Maisie, who's about 9 months. So we're going to go watch Judy work with her dogs. A lot of people who have deaf dogs create their own signals, and that's what Judy has done. She has a signal for come and sit and stay, no, good girl, and everything else. As long as you're consistent, a person can use any signals to work with a deaf dog, but you have to make sure that you use the same signal for the same behavior every time. First, we're going to be outdoors, and she's going to show us come, sit, stay, and we're going to teach Maisie how to lay down. Maisie has never learned to lay down. Then we're going to move inside. You're going to see Judy signal for food. It's time to eat your dinner. Water. And how to move out of the way when you're underfoot. So come on and let's have some fun while I learn how to train a deaf dog. In this short clip, you will hear Judy say, come, sit, stay, good girl. Just remember, these dogs cannot hear her say that, but she always talks to them, uses the words, but they are relying completely on her signals.
Annabelle, come. Good girl.
Great.
Come. Sit. Good, sit. Come. Sit. Good girls. Stay. Stay. Good girls, come.
Now we're going to teach Maisie to lay down. First, we're going to lure her to the ground, holding a treat. Next, we will add the signal and lure her to the ground. And third, you'll see Annabelle with just the signal and she lays down. Good. Okay? Good. Good. Now,
I see, just luring.
doing the luring yet.
Okay.
I think she's quite ready for the...
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. But, come on. Good girl.
Use the signal for Annabelle. Okay.
Good girl. Yay. Success. Do that lower. Yeah. No. She just thought that I was asking her to give me her paw.
Mm-hmm. So you told her no, and she knew that that was not the behavior you were looking for.
Right.
So she chose a different behavior, and that's the one you wanted. Okay. And I'm going to try the signal, adding to the lure, because that would be the next step, would be to And then I'm going to tell her she's a good girl. Okay. Good girl. And so the third step then would be what you did with Annabelle, which would be to have her go down on the signal and then reward. So you're no longer holding. Nice job. Okay. So, and I'm going to give the signal. And see, Annabelle understands the signal. Let me give that to her. Good. And I still need to do the luring.
Yeah.
With
Maisie.
Maisie.
Yeah.
But Maisie has made so much progress.
She's a smart girl.
Just today. Good job.
And pets.
Good job.
Good girls. Good girl. And a very, a gentle pet on the back means that everything's fine. She's a good girl. When I'm cooking, I don't like them to be underfoot, and so I tell them to move out of the way. I tell them, go. So first I'm going to tell them to come over here because I want to be able to move them. And you get cookies for that.
And the signal for come is just to put your hand straight out.
Hand out, arm straight, palm up. Now I want them to move out of my food preparation area, so I'm going to tell them go. Sometimes I have to tell Maisie this way. Sit. Good girls.
And that's just a flutter of your hand
Yeah.
toward them, palm
down, yeah.
Palm down. Okay. And when they do what you're asking, you reward them.
I do. Good girls.
With your
That's
thumbs
my good
up
girls.
And with the treat. And how else do you say that they're good girls?
By giving them lots of love, pets on the head, or just pats on the back.
Nice, calm pats.
And kisses. You need to be very expressive with your face too, because then they know what you're thinking. They can intuit.
Really important that they see your face and they see your expression and your emotion.
Yes. It helps to be a physically expressive person if you want a deaf dog, because if they can't read your face, they have a harder time knowing what you want them to do. It's not just the hand signals.
And that was no.
That was no.
She had her nose too close to the counter.
Yes, she was getting ready to jump up, which I'm working to discourage. I don't clap because she can hear it. I clap just because she can see it. Maybe she can feel the air movement. But it sometimes helps to get her attention. Sometimes I do that,
You're redirecting her away from a behavior
Yeah.
you don't want her to do toward a behavior you do want her to do, which is to come to you and sit and be a perfect Maisie.
That's right. A perfect Maisie. Not yet. So now I'm going to tell them that they're going to have their dinner. Not necessarily any reaction until I get the food ready.
That is your signal for, do you want your dinner, or what is that signal?
That is signal for food, for a meal. After the meal, for cookies.
Can you demonstrate that again? Is that just your fingers right?
It's like this.
Okay.
Fingers to your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to get their food ready. And then Maisie is going to have to wait until Annabelle has her bowl of food and she's eating. Then I do this for Annabelle to come. So I just told Annabelle, come. Now I put the food down. I tell her, sit. And then come, you get your food. So Maisie's paying attention to me. I tell her, come. She's still looking at Annabelle's food. Come. Come. If I go over to the cubby, sit, and she gets her food. I'm going to give them water.
Okay,
This
so
is water, the jug. The jug and food, right? Means water.
Did you do that?
The signal for water is food and jug. Both dogs wear bells on their collars so that we know where they are, so that we can find them easily. In addition to this collar, which says I am deaf and has my phone number on it, she also wears a GPS collar. This one is a Phi collar. And, she's pretty obedient, but if she ever gets lost, I need to be able to find her.
Right. And so you don't wear the bells on the dog for anything to benefit your dog. It is so you know if the bells ring and she's in the study or she's in the living room, you know where to go to find your dog.
Correct.
Oh, that's great. Great idea.
She also...
give the critters an even chance?
Yes, it gives the critters an even chance.
And by critters, you mean the little
chipmunks
critters outside. So because these are both hunters, that you give the critters a chance to get a head start when they hear the bell.
Yes. Unbeknownst to these two.
That's funny. Okay. Thank you, Judy and Maisie and Annabelle, for all your help this afternoon. And I hope this has helped you if you have a deaf dog or a deaf puppy and you see what it's like to live with a deaf dog. So look for more videos about Maisie and Annabelle and Judy coming up in the future. Thank you. And remember to subscribe and to ring the bell and to leave me a comment. Do you have a deaf dog? How are you training your deaf dog? Bye from Joyce at Diamond Dog Training. Bye-bye.